Today you're going to stop procrastinating. You're going to learn how to focus your mind on your projects and start completing them. Welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is MICK, MEANEY, and this is all about helping you to get better results online. And today is all about procrastination, helping you to focus on the projects so you start completing them. Because you know what it's like when we look at a project or a task, it's kind of like a mountain that we have to climb, and that is daunting. It puts us off and we don't want to do it. So I'm going to show you how to refocus your mind, and instead of looking at that big mountain, I'm going to show you how to focus on the small little steps that you have to take, which is the journey that you're going to complete in order to reach the summit of that mountain. So today was inspired by a Profit Copilot student called Don. He sent a message on the Facebook group which says, "Hi Mick, I love your videos, subscribe to your channel, also a monthly member. Just wondered if you have any tricks for staying focused. I have so many ideas, I keep jumping from project to project. It's a serious problem. I've tried shutting everything else off, but I start working on the project and I need something. Next thing I know, it's hours later and I realize I forgot about my project. Also, do you know of any good project management software that doesn't take like a year to learn to use?" Okay, so that's a really good question. And because Don is a long-term customer, he's a monthly member as well, he goes to the front of the queue because I get new questions coming in every single day and new video ideas and that kind of stuff. But I always make sure that my monthly members get there first. So I'll tell you how you can become one of those later on. But for now, I'm going to show you how to overcome procrastination. So the first thing that you need to do is write down all the tasks and subtasks that you need to do, and then find the weakest points in that. So we use the product creation framework, the escape and arrival framework it's sometimes called. So think about all the big milestones that you have to achieve in order to complete your project. So get a sheet of paper, draw a line on one end of the paper and a line at the other end of the paper, and I want you to connect them. So think about the very first step, the big milestone that you need to do in order to get started. So make a little notch on that line, and then think about the next big step, another notch, and so on until you arrive at the end. Now look at all the milestones that you have to achieve. Look at the very first one. Let's drill down inside that. So look at all the subtasks you have to do to complete that milestone. Now once you have done this for your entire project, I want you to find the weakest points, the things that you're not too sure about, because procrastination is sometimes useful. There's a reason why we procrastinate. It can sometimes be because we know that we're not really ready to start the project because there's something inside it that we're not too sure about. And have you ever told yourself, well, I'll just cross that bridge when I come to it? This is a really common part of procrastination because you know subconsciously that you're not going to be able to complete the project, so you don't even start. So it's important to find the weak points and address those. Have a solution, and my solution is often to hire somebody who does know what they're doing, and then you have a reason, the excuse that you need to make a start on the project. Another big reason that holds people back from taking action is called imposter syndrome. Maybe you don't feel like you're good enough, you don't have the qualifications or the expertise to start the project or share your knowledge. Now, imposter syndrome is something that held me back for a long time. I procrastinated with Profit Copilot for about 5 years before I did anything with it, because even though I had built a successful business, I had 15 years worth of digital marketing experience, I still felt like an imposter, like I wasn't really qualified to share that knowledge. What I did to overcome that was I stopped comparing myself to others, and I wrote down all the thoughts that I was having, all these negative thoughts as they happened, and then I looked at how ridiculous they sounded. When I saw everything in black and white, it did look ridiculous, and it helped me to separate fact from fiction. And in addition to that, I also listed out the successes, no matter how small they were, and that helped move me forward and escape this feeling like an imposter. And then when I got through that phase, I realized that everyone who starts this kind of thing feels like an imposter or a fake or a fraud. It's a natural feeling because we have this enormous amount of self-doubt that we have to overcome, and that is completely normal. So if you feel like that, copy exactly what I did to overcome it and then just do it anyway. Another thing that helps is called the 2-minute rule. So what you do is commit to just 2 minutes of a task. So if you're struggling to start writing, maybe you need to write an ebook and you feel overwhelmed by that, which is completely normal, commit to writing just 1 sentence. And what happens is, because you're not aiming to finish the project, you're only aiming to start and do a very small piece of that project. What happens is you start to build a little bit of momentum, and you will want to do more. You will want to carry on that task. So before you know it, you've been writing for an hour or two and you have a sizable portion of that project done, all because you've just committed to doing 2 minutes of work. And that's often all it takes, just that decision to do 2 minutes work. So when it comes to tools, the one that I use is called TRELLO. It's cloud-based and it works across all platforms and devices, and that's why I use Trello. It's very easy to use, and in fact, myself and my fiance are planning our wedding using Trello, so that should speak volumes about how useful it is to us, not only just to me in my business, but also in my personal life. So earlier, I mentioned about becoming a member of Profit Copilot, so you get your questions answered like straight away. You go to the front of the queue. Plus, you're going to get loads, absolutely loads of actionable strategies, tutorials, step-by-step info to help you move forward in your business. There's so much stuff covered, and you can get all that when you go to profitcopilot.com/join. Okay, if you found this useful, hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel too. It will be awesome to have you here, and hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I upload another video, which is going to be tomorrow. So thank you very much for checking this out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.